Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, how we doing? It's the Cleric here with you today, along with
Iron Foot.
And out there hanging out in the kitchen, we've got the Guild Master.
For everybody.
Yeah. And then somewhere around here is Sean running around. But today we got some Team Yankee, a nice little desert area. As you guys know, my Georgians, my Soviet force, they have pushed further down into that Middle Eastern area, and we've run across some Israelis over there. So we're gonna go over our list, and then we'll go over the mission, then we'll catch back up. You know how we do it throughout the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I'm running something a little bit different than what you guys typically see me running. You see all the hinds over there. I just threw those two together while I was watching Guild Master and them play their last game. So what I've got is I've got my T62M battalion, 4x4s, and then they're of course going to be accompanied by the BTR-60, the red team. That's that middle of the road BTR-60, so that gives me the PKM, 7 infantry stands and 6 of the RPGs. I've got that big block of carnations here attached to them, 4 stand of spandrels, and also with them is the my BMP-2 scouts. In support, I have the 3 spandrels. You know I gotta have those spandies. I've got my BMP-1 observer, a 2 stand of Gaskins, Helos. I managed to squeeze those in there. Now for the part that you guys are going to have a little bit of fun with. Since both lists are running some air assault, I managed to squeeze in 2 points there for the big fat bottom girls. And with them will be the blue team along with the commander. That gives me a 2 PKM stand with them. And then a total of 6 RPGs again. And then it's the big 7 block of infantry. With them, I have a 4 stand of hinds together, and then a 2 stand in the back. And just for aesthetic purposes, whoever dies first out of the hinds, no matter where it is, it's gonna be those 2. That way we can keep the board looking semi-pretty while we play test our new lists. Alright, I'm gonna go on over and meet the Israelis.
Alright, Iron Foot's Israelis here. Got paratroopers. We have the Formation HQ, 2 full-strength squads riding in the Sea Stallions. They have the 4 Galils, 3 FN mags, 3 RPG-7s, 1 Dragon, and 1 52mm mortar. Both Dragons upgraded to Dragon 2s. We have 4 strong Jeep Mappets and some Merkava Mark 2s. In support, the 109s. Never leave home without the 120s, an OP, 3 of the Perez that have been upgraded to the Tammuz 2. We have our 3 Recce Jeeps, 4 Vads, the Hero Red Eyes, and then 4 Skyhawks with Napalm, just to add a little bit of spice to it. And then we will be back with deployment.
Yeah. Alrighty, it's the Cleric back with you. We're post-deployment now. We had to keep 60 points in reserve, so for me it's going to be most of the 62 battalion, and it's going to be their infantry. Those guys are in their transports. We'll get there. I did keep the small 2-man hinds in reserve as well, but the 4 stand is loitering right now. I got my scouts out here a little bit. This is one of the ones we were able to use our spearhead. With that, fully within 8 inches, I was able to put yellow team in this building here to hopefully provide some support. You can see we got our anti-air hidden nice middle of the board. Over here we have our good old artillery batteries going on, the arty party. Then hovering back here, they're in the air. I couldn't get them to balance on the stand correctly. But I have my MI8s. They're fully loaded with blue team and white HQ. And then holding off a flank all by themselves is my spandrels. You know that the Cleric's not going to make a Soviet list without them. And we're going to go over to Tenderfoot here for the next
Iron Foot, thank you. And I don't know about him, but I'm only putting 40 some odd points in reserve.
Oh, yeah,
I like to have
41.
an army on the field. And in reserve we have Skyhawks with napalm, Mark IIs, Silver Platoon in their transports, our Spearhead Jeeps with the Formation HQ and some VADs, the non-line of sight Parades with the missile that can go 104, my mortar team, they're the mortar platoon. They're starting airborne. They're not on the ground. Red Eyes spread out to provide some cover. We have our Paladins and then some Mappets that are staring down at that artillery park all the way down there. The mission is kind of a top secret kind of mission, but we have objectives that we have to take. Either one in the no man's land. And now it's just to see who goes first.
Alrighty guys, here we go. We're going to go over turn one real quick. A little bit of devastation, you can see. All I really did was move some of my stuff up to get better angles, move that guy into the building, slid my guys up so that they can get some cover. Over there, I did bring my Hinds in off of loitering. I did mess up 2 of those back line guys that he loves so much. So we are going to go over there and we're going to show you how horrible of a turn the Soviets had.
I had to make a choice because he brought in them, and I could either protect those or kill 2 loaded Hinds or hips. So I believe they're hips. Yeah. And I made the choice to kill the hips. The Red Eyes, he made every save on those, but my VADs did their work after my recon jeeps forced them airborne. So dashed up with a follow me, dash follow me, blitz down. I ran out and then follow me, so we're establishing position. Good smoke defense screen because they're all out in the open. My mortars did a bailout, and then the Mappets Jeeps finished off the remainder. No reserves as of yet, but early on. But we're both giving as good as we're getting, even though I think that was a fair trade.
Yeah, I think it was. I may have lost my heavy air assault infantry unit and my leader of the unit, but it's okay. I still have a whole bunch of stuff in reserves and a whole bunch more infantry to come. So
all the armor. All of the armor.
Blood. Alright guys, we'll be back after turn 2. Alright guys, here we go. Gonna go ahead and catch you up. Ironfoot and I have been kind of messing up the back and forth thing, so we're catching up at the bottom of the complete turn. So my artillery didn't do anything. I forgot to use their smoke onto his smoke. Moved up my guys some more over there. Managed to clean up most of those jeeps. Coming over here, I did try and failed utterly to use the salvo template, but he did not dig in, so more to follow. Coming over here, I was hoping to get 2 nice shots. Look at how quickly I painted them to match the other 2. Didn't manage to hit a single shot there. So this one here is going quick back and forth. We still have a lot of stuff in reserve for our push to come. Over to Ironfoot.
So my parade decided that he did not like the air power. The VADs and the Red Eyes combined to knock down 2 of them before the salvo failed. My artillery ranged in and killed 2 stands out of there. Mainly just moving up. They did fail to dig in, which is going to be painful. I have my formation commander leading from the front in here.
Leading. Hiding in the closet.
Recce Jeep, which is apparently trying to pick a fight with slightly bigger vehicles. My Skyhawks came in and did a gun run, and we bailed out a single BMP at the cost of 1 Skyhawk. He made very good armor saves. The Mappets managed to knock out 1 tank, bail another, and my artillery, my mortars, roundly failed to do anything to his artillery park, but we're ranged in so we can keep the pressure on. I still have 1 full group of infantry and the Markava 2s in reserve. Yeah, a good bit of punch and counter punch on a very good table with some well-balanced forces.
Yeah, it is.
So, looking forward to another round.
Yep. Alrighty guys, so we remembered to start recording the right way halfway through the game, so hey, it's better than never. So I did bring my my guys up here on this side. We didn't really do a whole lot over here, missed some shots as we're good at doing. He failed to jump back in, but I brought these guys back into cover. My observer had a nice beautiful shot right there for my carnations to think about hitting them. These guys failed to unpin, but I did run them out across the street. My 3 Spandies did manage to finally finish off that last guy. Brought my 2 stand of Hinds back here and I landed them just to kind of hide them for a little bit. Brought the other 2 Hinds all the way back to at least get them out of the range of the VADs, or to maybe get the VADs to move. Hales didn't do anything. Coming over here, I brought up these guys here, and we made some awesome hits with the main gun. Managed to just utterly destroy one with a 6 firepower, and then rolled 2 snake eyes and just bailed them. So hopefully we can get it on our side whenever it comes to the remounting. Other than that, again, still have some good armor and a full battalion of troops in reserve. We'll catch back in at the bottom of turn 3. Who knows? It may be going to dust.
Inventory or whatever.
All right, back with the bottom of 3. Now fighting at night.
Oh, it is nighttime.
It is nighttime.
Time to go to sleep.
No, forgot about that.
Kind of did. Paladins failed to remount, but they stayed. Infantry did dig in, not that that wouldn't have happened. Tanks arrived and killed 1, bailed 1. Skyhawks managed to kill 2 and bail 2, despite taking a casualty. Other than that, my artillery continues to really not do much of anything, but you don't put mortars against self-propelled guns. And just trying to keep our position on the objective. We go to top 4, and we'll remember night this time.
Yeah, did you remember that you didn't remount those guys?
Yes, I did mention
I
that. They.
sure it was on camera.
Oh yes, they both failed to remount. He rolled 1s for firepowers. I rolled 1s to remount, but the 4 to stay. So we managed to pop 1 more tank there. Just battle of attrition as my jeeps keep fighting retreat. So yeah, on to 4.
Alrighty guys, here we are at the top of turn 4. Night fight has really made a difference. I brought my scouts up. We couldn't see anything, so they didn't shoot. My awesome guys over there who came in all loud and proud, killed 1 and only managed to bail the other 2. We couldn't pass firepower. Over here, my helicopters, they did manage to kill 1, bail 1 of his mortars. My other set of helicopters that were going to try to take care of the VADs got taken care of by the VADs. Over the rest of it, not a whole lot else is going on. Just waiting for the last 2 units of reserves to come in, and then we could hopefully really start making a change. Going over for the bottom of turn 4.
So we're missing a ship.
I have a problem.
All right, back here at bottom of 4. Not the best of turns. So aircraft came in, got 2 bailouts. Managed to remount my tanks. They proceeded to only kill 1. Good saves, by the way.
Yep, thank you.
Brought in the last of the reserves. They are still up in the air, so they are at risk if things do remount. Infantry stayed quiet. They remounted and started to throw some shells downrange. Did some damage. Same with the mortars. They dialed in on that platoon out in the open and managed to do a bit more damage. Other than that, just kind of trying to hope that the Soviet steamroller doesn't quite hit. Sorry, Georgian?
Georgian. Yes,
Georgian steamroller. Should be very specific about that.
Stalin was from Georgia.
Yep. We're the true Soviets.
So on to the top of 5. Objectives will go live at turn 6.
Yep. Alrighty, so this one here was a quick one as we get down to the nitty gritty. I swung my tanks around. We're going to do a little ballet here. He's got one left. I tried something a little cheeky with my spandrel guided missiles that I love to have all over the table. I fired a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 into his helicopter, sinking. Nothing hit.
Yeah, it's hard to see at night.
Yeah. Then over here, I did manage to kill one more of his paladins. Other than that, just typical. Oh, yeah. This was amazing. I cannot say enough about the big pack of carnations. Ranged in on the last attempt, red, white, and blue. Hit the blue. Then I needed 6s, but since I'm running the big pack, I got the re-roll. Hit 4 out of the 6 that were underneath the template.
Yeah.
And did manage to knock one out, so they're pinned for a little bit. We'll see how this rest of this turn goes and catch in with you in a little bit.
Alright, back for an eventful, or not so much, bottom of turn 5. That duel over here is not going so well. We did not hit anything despite the tanks being at point blank. So we scooted away. Mortars, really can't see anything they would want to hit because my observer is a little too hidden. His aircraft are finally off the table.
All of them. All 6 Hinds and 2 of the HIP-8s.
These guys that were under the bombardment managed to pop 2 tanks and then shifted away from the bombardment. This tank's just trying to survive. And in a crazy move, the other mounted platoon is now landed over here and will last probably half the turn, if that. But had to try and do something with them, and then here comes the reinforcements.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, guys, here we go. The top of turn 6. I managed to push up my red infantry squad in their BTR 60s. They finally, all that missed, but he did manage to finally shoot off the 1 infantry stand. 2 shots into the side, missed. Coming around here, I had one guy run up there to the commander, managed to put a round through the window. He failed his infantry save, but I failed the armor, what's it called? Firepower on it. Yep. Then I went to assault in, and he shot my guy through the window. So, but other than that, things are actually looking pretty good. I did have 1 tank here staying. Didn't do anything, but it's getting down to the nitty gritty. We'll catch back up at the bottom of turn 6.
The scene of what ended up being an unlikely victory.
I really thought I had it.
I thought he did too, admittedly.
Yeah.
To start off with, the Merkava that was going to be the hero with the long bomb shots decided he didn't want to stay on the field. Vads moved up, managed to kill 1, bailed out another. Laws missed. We tried to kill that lone tank, didn't. And then we went in for a crazy assault. You hit 2 times?
Yeah, 2 out of all of those shots.
Yeah, 2 out of 15. The knight hit on 4s and knight made the difference.
I have some nice Soviet dice that I just bought, only used for 1 game. They're like cartouche rockets, okay? Never fired, only dropped once. You can have the dice. They didn't work this time, all right? I'd give a shout out to Norm because he had them in stock for me, but they didn't do it this time for me, guys. So there's some Soviet dice for anybody who wants. I'm going back to the Dutch dice.
Surprisingly, I think in the prior turn, managed to pull off 3 5-ups with my transport helicopters and the saves that kept me from losing a lot of men.
Oh, yeah.
But with the assault going in and succeeding, they failed to counterattack. Objectives are live, so nobody within contesting range.
Yep.
And that is a not entirely clean Israeli victory.
But a victory.
Otherwise a good game, though.
Yeah, very good always.
Yes, lots of chaos, lots of random dice events.
Until next time.
Indeed.
Woo! All right, guys.
Roll the dice.